I don't even know how to explain this without my chest tightening. I wasn't even mad that night. That's the strange part. I wasn't yelling. I wasn't pacing the room. I was just tired. And I didn't even realize how tired I was until she said what she said. So look, my name's Daniel. I'm 41. I live just outside Columbus, Ohio. I work as a senior technician at a manufacturing plant. Good job, decent hours, solid benefits. I've been there 11 years now. I'm not flashy, not ambitious in the startup buzzword kind of way. I just show up, do what I'm paid to do, and come home. My ex-wife now. Her name's Rachel. She's 38, works at a real estate agency. Outgoing, pretty, everyone loves her on first impression. She's the kind of person who walks into a room and somehow makes you feel like you're invisible. I used to think it was confidence. Now I see it differently. We'd been married 9 years, no kids, though we tried. That's its own wound, but that's not what this story's about. It started on a Saturday. Her best friend Leah had invited us to this backyard barbecue. Just a few people, some coworkers, Leah's brother, some neighbor friends. I didn't want to go. I'd just finished a 12-hour shift on Friday and had only slept 5 hours. But Rachel said, "You never want to do anything. You're a ghost in this marriage." That hit me sideways, but I got dressed anyway, slipped on jeans, grabbed a 6-pack of Sam Adams, and we drove over. Leah's house was nice. Big backyard, string lights, the kind of place that smells like citronella candles and new money. I nodded, smiled, made small talk. You know the drill. Everyone's laughing about stupid things. Bad Tinder dates, gas prices, the new Trader Joe's. I was just trying to stay awake. Then it happened. We're sitting around the fire pit, music playing low. Leah's passing out burgers. Someone jokes about couples therapy, like, "Ha ha, every guy secretly hates it." And that's when Rachel speaks up. She says loud enough for everyone, "Honestly, I don't even think it would help us. I can't stand Dan anymore." Silence. Even the music felt like it got quieter. I just stared at her. No words. My fingers froze on my beer bottle. One of Leah's friends gave this awkward half-laugh like it was a joke. But Rachel didn't laugh. She just took a bite of her burger, like she didn't just light a match in front of a crowd. Leah, sitting next to her, glanced at me, then looked away. I didn't say anything. What could I say? The air around me got tight. People started shifting. Someone coughed. A guy changed the subject to sports. But that sentence stayed in the air like smoke. I can't stand Dan anymore. I got up quietly and walked toward the back fence. Just needed to breathe. That's when Leah followed me. She touched my elbow lightly and said just loud enough to hear, "Wait for me outside, 10 minutes. I turned. She wasn't smiling. No flirting. Her face looked serious, ashamed even. I nodded, went to the side of the house, leaned on the hood of our car, arms folded, heart pounding like a slow drum. 10 minutes later, Leah walked out with her keys and coat. Said, "Come on, I'll drive." We didn't go far, just a quiet parking lot behind a closed bank. She parked. We sat in the car for a while, then she broke the silence. I didn't know she was going to say that, I swear. I nodded. She kept going. She's been different lately, cold, mean even. But tonight, that was cruel. I looked out the window, my jaw tight. I felt like a shell. Still didn't say much. Then she dropped it. She's been texting someone, a guy named Eric, from high school. I've seen the messages. I didn't want to get involved, but after tonight, I can't keep pretending. I turned. She's cheating? She hesitated. I don't know for sure, but emotional? Yeah, for weeks now. She talks about how boring life is with you, how she regrets settling down so early. That gutted me. I'd given this woman everything I could. Stability, loyalty, the last bit of energy I had after long days. I paid her car off last year. I cleaned the gutters in December when the wind chill was 14 degrees Fahrenheit. I stayed when things got hard. And for what? To be mocked in public like I was some placeholder husband? I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I just thanked Leah and told her I'd handle it. That night, I slept on the couch. Didn't explain why. She didn't ask. But in the morning, I woke up early and started my quiet plan. First, I opened a new bank account in my name, rerouted my direct deposit, took her off as an authorized user on my credit card. Then I started collecting evidence. Leah sent me screenshots of the texts, some flirtation, some late-night wish-I-was-there kind of stuff. I took pictures, stored them in a hidden folder. Rachel was too busy planning her fake new life to notice the silence. A week later, I put an air tag under her car's floor mat. Just curiosity, not spying. But it told me enough. 3 nights in a row, she parked at the same hotel off I-70. I looked up the name. Then I looked up Eric's Facebook. He'd posted a "just touched down in Columbus" status the day before she started going there. That was all I needed. I didn't confront her. I didn't even flinch. I kept cooking dinner. I kept saying, "Good night." I even bought her flowers once, just to confuse her. And then came the perfect moment. Leah invited us again, another gathering, smaller group. Rachel didn't suspect a thing. Wore red lipstick, did her nails. She even said, "You've been so chill lately. It's nice." I smiled. The party started slow. Drinks, snacks, soft music. And then I stood up. "Hey, can I say something real quick?" Everyone looked over. Rachel's smile still painted on. I pulled out my phone, opened the photos folder, and read one of her texts out loud. "Can't wait to see you again. Dan is clueless as always." Silence. A sharp inhale from someone, then another text. "He still thinks we're just tired from work, poor guy." Rachel's face dropped. I turned the phone so everyone could see. "Eric," I said, "from your past. The one you said was just a catching up thing." She opened her mouth. I raised a hand. "Don't. Just don't." Then I turned to Leah. "Thanks for the screenshots. You didn't have to, but I'm glad you did." Leah didn't smile. She just nodded. I turned back to the room. "I'm filing this week. Divorce papers. Everything's already set. Joint assets frozen. Lawyer lined up." Rachel stood, eyes wide. "You're ending our marriage like this?" I stared at her. "You ended it when you invited an audience to my humiliation." She tried to speak again, but I didn't hear it. I walked out. Drove to a cheap Airbnb I'd already booked. 1 bedroom. Clean. Quiet. I slept better than I had in years. The next morning, missed calls, voicemails, a crying message from her mom, a text from an unknown number, probably Eric. I blocked them all. I'm not broken. I'm not bitter. I'm just done. Done being the quiet man in the corner. Done being the man she couldn't stand. Funny thing is, now she can't stop reaching out. But I don't answer. Because when peace finally comes, you don't trade it back for noise.